Hello, everybody. We're going to get started here shortly. If you are catching this as a replay, it's important that you go straight to the comments and look for the timestamps. But if you are here to catch the live, we'll be starting here shortly.
Vibration upgrade in progress. 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 Vibration upgrade at 50%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade at 75%. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade in progress. Vibration upgrade is complete. Your messenger has arrived. The show will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Initiate.
Well, good evening, everybody. I hope you all are doing well. We are here for another edition of All Signs Readings. Tonight, the collective readings will be focused on love, yes, and what their true intentions are with you. So that's going to be this evening's readings. But don't be shy. Let me know that you're here. We are multiple platforms here, not just on YouTube. We're also on Twitch and Facebook. Hello, Bernadette. Welcome back. Hello, Karen. How are you doing? Hello, Debbie. My moderator is in the house here too. I hope you guys are, making the best out of a Monday. How is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? We have a goal going on here on YouTube. Reminder that if we reach the goal this evening, we will unlock another collective bonus here, which is the Fated Dice. And the Fated Dice have the Zodiac signs on it. We roll it a couple of times. So, if your sign comes up or multiple placements come up, or if you're cross-watching, that's another chance here to get an additional reading. So please keep that in mind. We just need 5 donations this evening to unlock that, whether it's donation, gifts, memberships, however you choose to do so. All right. You just got home 5 minutes ago. I hear you. Today flew. Today was a quick day. I feel like it was. I feel like the weekends were way too short. And I'm not complaining that Monday went quick too. The way I see it, gets closer and closer for us to Friday, right? All right, let's get started here. We're going to start off with our Leos. Our Leos are up first because, it's still their birthday season. Happy birthday out there to my Leos. This is going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Want to remind you guys here, these are collective readings. All right, so just take what resonates. Do not force anything to fit. And if you are going to cross-watch to listen to another sign, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to probably want to mirror it back as though it's your reading. Okay? Because it's could be triggering. All right. Hey, Unique. How you doing? Let's call in Our guides, our ancestors, and our ascendant masters, Spirit, if we can hone into my collective, whether they are live or catching the replay. Let's specifically get into Leo's energy and the specific person on their mind. What is going on in this connection? Remember, no reversals on initial story play. Here we go. Lucky break, good fortune, good things coming, a turning point. All right. This looks promising here, Leo. Also kind of reminds me a little bit of the Wheel of Fortune energy. What's going on here? Kinky ways, fantasies, and fetishes. Sexually open, looking to explore. Well, well, well. What in the 50 shades is going on here for Leo? All right, let's see what's in this person's heart and what's on their mind. And these traits are going to be affecting the reversals here in the spread. What's on their heart when it comes to you, Leo? Well, this person feels like the luckiest person in the world right now, because you are a part of their life and they kind of have you on a pedestal, right? They do. They have you on the pedestal. You may be going through a glow up of some sort, but this person here has really deep in their heart, you are their person. In their heart space, they adore you. They absolutely adore you. Okay, you're an individual here that there's no one in comparison. It's interesting though. I see a tower here, so there's something here about not inside that. Okay, it's almost like, I don't know if it's foreshadowing this, but there's just something here about not really seeing you as danger when it comes to the heart space here. It's almost something like more like unbelievable energy. All right. What's on their mind when it comes to you, though? When it comes to you and this connection, what is on their mind? Well, union. Holy smokes. What comes to mind to this individual? This person here wants to have an up level with you. This person here is thinking more than just commitment. They may be daydreaming about you, or even just dreaming in general about your future. Okay. Next steps, marriage, children, whole shebang. This individual here is very much thinking about this connection and deepening this bond. Period. That's what they feel. That's the clarity that they have. Their intentions here is that they feel pretty strongly about you in a good way. Reversals are now up. Let's see their current emotional focus, their actions or inactions, and their any kind of blockages that are coming this way with this true intentions. You know, when it comes to this person, and I don't know what the two of you been through, but I feel like you two mirror one another a lot, because you're getting the 6 of Wands twice. And their encouragement here is feeling like that everything that they went through was worth it to be with you. That's how they currently feel. Their actions to this, yeah. No more like this is like, Leo, if you are questioning if you're going to be off the market or if this individual is serious, 100% they are super serious about this connection. There will be no confusion with this person. Okay? There's no more looking around. There's no more second guessing. The cherry on top here is the fact that this individual here doesn't want to mess this up. I do feel like there are some surprises here that this individual tries to do with you. They don't want to mess something up here. Yeah. With the Knight of Coins, they're serious, you know. Now, this could also be interesting too, because Leo, if this is a relationship that is long distance, this is an individual here who's willing to make a big move to be with you. some of you, their intentions right now is up leveling their financial status here, because they're thinking about, well, you and them, like the future, family. This person's very family oriented. Yeah. This is also an individual here where I feel if it's taken some time to get to this spot, I do not feel like this is a rushed relationship. I do feel that if you guys had some hurdles, you've worked it out. But if it was this energy here of just working hurdles through other individuals to get where you are in this connection, Leo, this is an individual here who's not willing to sacrifice or wait for the perfect timing, but they are an individual here who wants to articulate their plans. I almost said architect. There's just something about this individual having a blueprint of plans. They're very much an individual here who cares about the future and what they have laid out, but they want to share that with you. Now, some of you, this is a deep bond. Maybe it happened through work for some of you. But with the Page of Coins here reversed, now there is something here where this connection may have started off when one of you, or maybe both of you, were not really ready to make such a big move, because maybe they were learning some lessons here through karmic situations or third-party situations. But the truth of this, the spiritual contract now here, is that there's an opportunity here that this person here does not want to miss with you or mess up. And so their intentions are serious, and they're laying out some plans here, but in a very loving and doting way. Yeah. Now the conflict here is not in a bad way, because if it was reversed, I'd say, oh, there's some arguments here, there's some friction here, there's a fear of rejection. But this is a person here who's willing to make massive moves to show to you how this could potentially work for bringing it together. I almost feel like either blended families or up leveling a connection, or if this is an individual here who may have said to you that they didn't want kids, this is someone here who's like, I'm going to show to you that I actually do, want family and stuff with you. Advice for you with dealing with this individual. We're going to bring it back to you because that's what we always do here. No reversals when it comes to this person. Yeah, with the Five of Swords, man, you guys have 2 5s. I do feel like there was some situationship here. Interesting that I said that. Where this individual may have wanted to have perfect timing and realized that it wasn't willing to lose you for indecisiveness. So you may have had to, at one point, walk away from this individual, but this connection here is pretty deep with you and this person. All right, because there's confront here, right? But with the Knight of Cups energy, this is an individual here who's serious. Okay, it is someone here who wants to offer it, and again is going to kind of have that romanticized situation. So I think you're going to see a new side to this individual. If they weren't as vulnerable, let me tell you, they're going to be vulnerable, but it's going to be behind the scenes here. Okay. It's not going to be something here where this person here is public displays of affection. This is something here behind closed doors that this person can be very flirtatious. All right. That's what I got here for you, Leo. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side, and we're going to move on to Virgo. Virgo is up next. Guys, don't forget, we got a goal going on here as you're jumping in here on YouTube. Hey, Jenny, how you doing over there on Twitch? Good to see you back. We just got started. We've just started with Leo. Since it's Leo season, we started with Leo. Yep, guys, you're going to want to make sure you check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. If you're cross-watching, you may need to flip the narrative here to mirror to you. These are collective readings, so all you got to do is go and listen to your sign. Thank you, Debbie, for helping to unlock the Faded Dice bonus. We are now 4 away from unlocking that. Yeah, if you're looking for personal readings, Jenny, you can just go to my website, harmoniafriends.com. It should be in the here, I'll put it down here for you. I don't have Star on Twitch right now at this moment. I don't even know if she knows I'm on right now. There's my info. All right, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what their true intentions are. Lust, greed, bareback, inconsiderate. Oh boy. Single and ready to mingle, ready for a relationship, on the hunt. All right. I already feel that you are dealing with a player, Virgo. Thank you, Debbie, for gifting a membership. Look at this. This is a person here who is putting themselves back out there. I don't think they're over you, but we're going to see. We're going to see where you are in their heart. Hey, Meredith. We're going to see where you are in the heart. Whew. Yeah. So this is an individual here. See, they didn't tell you their feelings, did they? They didn't tell you their feelings. Are an avoidant. You're dealing with an avoidant. So when they do have very strong feelings for you, but when things get serious and they have to be emotionally vulnerable, this is an individual here intuitively goes, I'm out. Let's see what else is out there. Let's see how else I can fill my needs. So in our heart space, they do have a lot of love, but is it truly love to keep you around, On the mind, did you guys have a fight? Oh, you guys had a big fight. This person here is heartbroken, but may have self-sabotaged this situation and pushed you away because they weren't ready to make a decision yet. And they may have, if you had left or walked out on this individual, their grief here is, let me see what else is out there. But do not be fooled by this individual with those glasses that they're not watching over you. Do not be fooled by that. All right. Let's see what their current emotional focus is, their action, inaction, and any kind of blockages that may come up. Thanks, Meredith, for hanging out on Twitch, too. Appreciate it. Thanks again, Debbie, for the donations. The Lovers. They're trying to replace you. Are they successful at it? I'm going to say probably not. This person here is just in replacement mode. Hey, Nancy. Yeah. With the Queen of Wands here reversed, they're angry. They're angry that you walked away. They're annoyed that you took your power back. They're still attracted to you. In fact, they're probably more attracted to you now. But at the same time, their way of dealing with this, with that yearning, is to fill their needs with other situations or people. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you two were a match. And let me tell you, this relationship was on fire. I do believe this individual did love bomb you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you two were a match at one point. But something here combusted. With you both being reversed here, this individual here may have wanted to control the narrative, the situation, when things went. Ooh. That's pretty darn big. Let's see what their true intentions are with words. I don't think a lot of you are in contact with this individual. Ooh. They see you as a spiritual lesson. They're a little haunted by you, Taurus energy. All right. It's the way that you turned your back. It's the way that you went quiet, Virgo. That's how you know. Are you heavily on this person's mind? Yeah, when it comes on the way or how you left this person. Okay? Maybe out of anger, maybe out of resentment. But this person here could not necessarily take this relationship to the next level. They weren't ready. They may have involved other third parties. They may have been lusting over others. They just, whether it was a bachelor or bachelorette, that's how this person here is kind of coming off as. What is the contract here between the two of you? Well, look, this person here was overthinking. There's that Two of Swords, right? Totally overthinking the scenario here, but also was very fearful of rejection. So they may have really seriously pushed you away and have the excitement right now of connections of others, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're thinking that they want this connection right now, because right now this person here is trying to get you off their mind. Yeah. Do not be fooled. If this person right now is with another lover, this is just something where it's become a game to them. All right. This person is definitely trying to be on their high horse, but also they see that you have turned your back. You may be having your own glow up. You may not be inviting this individual on stage anymore. But there's just something here about wanting to be seen. And that's really what this person cares about. They care about being recognized, like, this is what you lost. Real, you're dealing, Virgo, you're dealing with a show off. They're pretty darn cocky, this person. When it comes back to you, so you said your truth with that Knight of Swords, okay? Spirit saying, remember your discernment. You know, you cut them off for a reason. You cut them off for a reason. And don't worry about the gossip that you hear, because I feel like there's going to be some kind of gossip that comes in place with this as well. You're being very assertive here with that Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here. And yeah, and you're working on either self-growth, and some of you are already in a way more established relationship, but most of you have created really healthy boundaries and are just more in the spotlight here of creating that space for you where you can be in a healthy relationship. But you do have someone here who's trying to show off or impress, but it's not to impress you to have you, take them back. It's to show that they've moved on, which they really haven't. They're doing it for you. So keep that in mind too. All right. That's what I got here for you, Virgo. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we are two donations now away from unlocking the collective bonus. Debbie gave away some memberships here. Congratulations to those who got it on YouTube. Looks like Meredith, you are now officially double dipping. I think you got the gifted one too. So funny. Meredith is also a Vault membership too. Sherry just got home, getting her babies taken care of. She'll be there soon. Her fur babies. All right. Hey, Star. How you doing? All right, Libra's up next. The vault has more. The only difference between this one that you have is that you only get the new content for 30 days and it disappears. So it's only new content. It's only new content. You actually get the discounts on all the services and the entire vaults and the courses. You get all of that on the vault. So that's a difference. YouTube's kind of like the premiere version of what the vault's like. Remember how I used to have 2 tiers and one was just the readings? I just moved the 1 tier over here. And that's what it's about. Nancy, good to see you. Nancy, I got to send you out. I just saw your package. I'm going to reach out to you because I got to send out your package still. We got to talk about that. I went on vacation, then I forgot. I was like, oh my God, I didn't send this out to her yet. All right, here we go. Libra. Chained, codependency, unhealthy attachment, weighed down. Oh boy, Libra. What's this about? Oh no. Libra, are you dealing with the clown? Dramatic. Trying too hard. Oh my goodness. So you're dealing with a drama queen or drama king. This person has some codependency issues. All right, let's see how they are feeling, how they feel about you in their heart space here. These are going to affect their reversals, so these are not going to be reversed. How they feel about you in the heart space here. They're not sure. Honestly, Libra, when I see pentacles, I think of friends. In the heart space, this person here has some uncertainty about this relationship, but yet is curious. They haven't gone through that whole this doorway yet. Interesting. All right. The mind. Where's their mind at when it comes to you, Libra? Why is this all coins? Libra. 3 of coins. So Libra, I don't feel like this connection has ever actually got into the romance corner. I think someone here has kept you stuck in a situationship or friends with benefits. Could have been that too. This could be work related. But here's the thing. This individual here wished for you at one point. They did. Genie in the bottle here. But, there's just this person's looking at this in a very negative way. Their mind here is how different you two are, the differences that you have. All right. Current emotional focus, their actions, and any kind of blockages. Reverse with the nail up. Here we go, Libra. Wow. Look at all of these coins. So something is, hopefully this person isn't looking at you like a bank. Hopefully it's not utilizing you for your energy, because so far I'm not seeing any kind of emotions here involved. I see that this person here is praying for some stability. Their actions and inactions to Libra. You were very vulnerable to this person. I think that this person here cares more about energetically what you give to them. But this person truly doesn't know what they desire. I also feel like this person here is having money problems. 3, 4, 5 of Pentacles is that this person's broke. And there's something here about lying about that, okay? Yeah. See, I think that this person is their intentions right now is to remain optimistic and friendly. This is also an individual here who is trying to keep you as an option, but not necessarily make a huge beginning. Now, these are huge beginnings that they're praying for, but I feel like they're praying for a break with you, meaning like give them time. True intentions versus words, Libra. Oh my God, 5 cups. See, they miss your stability. They have some guilt and shame. I can't catch a break, is what I just heard. I don't feel like you're in heavy conversation with this individual. I do feel like they over dramatize situations. I also feel like this person doesn't have a lot to offer emotionally to this connection. They're emotionally bankrupt as well. Okay. I also feel like this person here may have some drinking issues or consumption in general. Numbing is where I'm getting. Two of Swords. Yet they still don't know what they want. They just know that they don't have as much access to you. So either you've gone quiet to this person, they don't want to fully see the situation for it is, but they don't want to lose you either. They would like to be optimistic, but some of you, they feel like that you have a new start and they can't get there. Some of you did turn your back to this person. Most likely outcome here for Libra here with this individual. Yeah, this person is not listening to their intuition. They're just feeling very stuck and stagnant and guilty. But this has nothing to do with romantic feelings right now. This is a person here who feels stuck in life, who doesn't really feel like they don't have a lot to offer for themselves. But also they are praying for some kind of stability or friend or support, but they're not looking for it as emotionally. You might have been their emotional. I feel like this person has a lot of emotional baggage, but doesn't necessarily know how to handle or cope with that on their own. Or they looked at you as someone here extremely supportive to dump on, but then they didn't give you that kind of support either. So it was very one-sided. And I see that this person here is just praying for an opening here with you. I don't think they're actually moving towards you, though. Advice for you with dealing with an individual like this. No reversals here on the vice. I do feel for you, you've created some kind of boundary here. You're not necessarily I think you might be burdened with the fact here that this Libra poured a lot into this, but you may be in self-recovery here yourself when it comes to a separation. You know your limits now. I think it burdens you to try. You may have even had to block this person, Libra. Ooh, yeah, look. I told you, I felt like this person here was numbing themselves here with the devil energy. And the devil is codependency here too. So this person here does have some toxic ways, but I also feel like they have some addictions that they're not really honest with that affect their deepening emotions. So they may mirror a lot to you, and that's why they're coming off as the clown, because it's almost feeling like deep depression that this individual has, or um, doesn't know how to cope with their feelings or emotions. Okay. So there's a lot of insecurities that come in this place, but they do think of you when it comes to stability and an individual here that was very supportive, but they still don't know how they feel because they haven't emotionally checked in with themselves. This is a person here who doesn't have a lot of love for themselves. So that's where I got here for you, Libra. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. And we're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio is going to be up next. We are two donations away. Debbie had put in donations and memberships, 1-month membership out to individuals. So they do count. That does count. Or if you join on your own, that does count. You don't have to gift it to others. You can join too. Scorpio. And you guys are going to be getting some new content. Members, you're getting new content tomorrow. And don't forget, you get the All Signs mid-month coming out on Friday for yourself. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, here we go. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on with the two of you, the blues. This person here is a little depressed. Well, you're definitely in separation from this individual. There's gossip and noise going on here. You guys gonna have some mutual connections here. This person, I feel like, is trying to find some dirt on you. Let's look at the uprights here and how they place you when it comes to their heart space. How do they see you in their heart? Oh, you cut this person off. You set a boundary of some sort. No funny business. This person here, you let them have it. You let them have it. You were very authentic. You were very truthful, but you were also very blunt. And their heart space feels pierced right now. Their mind when it comes to you. So they see you as someone here, you know, I would say their heart right now is wounded, meaning like almost like I feel like the three of swords energy. But we have temperance coming off here with their mind. Okay. So this is a thing where an individual could have been dealing with a Sagittarius, where I feel Scorpio. They're heavily seeing how this connection could have worked and the alignment of what they had, not what they have, of what they had. You brought a lot of peace to this individual. So this is an individual here who's looking at it and in their mind going, gosh, Scorpio poured so much into this connection and I blew it. Let's see where they're focusing on emotionally here with the heart space. Their actions and any blockages. Reversals are now up. Yeah, they blew it. I mean, they're definitely in a timeout. I do not see that this person here is over you. I also don't think that this person is in any serious connection right now. They're on their own. They're definitely gaining a new perspective here in this space, in this silence. Yeah. They're also wondering if you truly have moved on. They're kind of facing this door, but they're not so certain that they can actually have access to that door anymore. Okay. Now, some of you, this is a long distance connection. All right. Others of you, this could just be that you created a lot of distance from this individual to let them think about it. It's like you can think about that by yourself without me in the way. What's blocking them right now is your block. So this person's kind of stuck with their feelings. What did I do? What did I say? They're trying to replay certain things, but it all comes down to something that you said very honestly, and it pierced this person. And that reasoning is what they're stuck on right now, is the reason why you left. Let's see where their true intentions are, or verse words. What are they thinking about here? Oh, God. They just feel like they blew it. Now, some of you, this is a person here who just took advantage of this connection. Didn't show the gratitude, the appreciation, how deep this connection was. You may have been really asking for very little in comparison of what others may be asking, or who have asked of this person before. But it is where you nurture the connection. And there was something here that this individual here was truly avoiding. You know, having that heart to heart, having that deep connection. This person here also was very heavily living in the past. Maybe they weren't over a connection or situation that had nothing to do with you. What is this contract that you have with this individual? Is it spiritual? Is it karmic? 7 of Wands here. This contract is based upon the protective energy here of boundaries, but also the determination that this individual had expectations of you waiting around for them. And so, Scorpio, I feel like for you, you just wanted clear communication on deepening a connection, seeing where the whereabouts of where this was going. And this individual here was holding back that for you. Likely outcome currently. Hey, Mincy, welcome back. They're right now, this person's numbing themselves. They're pretty depressed. If there are other people around them, it's not serious. It's very surfaced. Capricorn energy. I do feel like this person here is more in an obsessive state of you, trying to find out news about you, is very nosy, but they're not really in a good headspace. I think this person's just trying to see what's behind that door, what's going on in your life, things that they should have asked you when you guys were in the relationship. And now they're curious about it. So that's the big kicker with this individual. Advice for you. Ooh. Now, this could have been extremely spiritual connection. Some of you may have considered this person your twin flame, runner, chaser kind of dynamic. But the whole point of that is self-union and bringing two individuals together who are aligned. Right now, you are in the midst here of realignments, and you mirror a lot with this individual here, where they have a chance here to line up if they choose to. But I really feel like this is a Scorpio who's doing the work more than this individual is. Yeah. And you can't force a person when you mirror them. That's their truth. That's your truth. But they're not ready. And so if you were an individual here who gave the truth or an ultimatum, the ultimatum wasn't because you wanted to punish an individual. The ultimatum was because you knew that you were ready for a aligned relationship, and you did not want another relationship to block that alignment. Okay. So some of you are just going towards or being open to a more vibrational match here for you. And I see a lot of you going towards that if you're not in it already. All right. That's what I got here for you, Scorpio. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to get to Sagittarius. There's quite a few of you on. Make sure you guys I do appreciate if you hit like, because it does help the channel get seen. I don't mind if you're watching here silently. That's real cool. But we also have a goal going on here. And we are 2 away from unlocking that collective faded dice. Okay. So more readings may come out with those donations here. Hey all, how you doing? Sagittarius is up. Yeah, we need 2 more sponsors, and then we're good to go. We're on the roll. I did put the upcoming schedule here for this week. Wednesday, we're going to be What's Unfolding for You. It's just going to be a tarot story. It's just going to be a faded dice story. So it's going to be a shorter night. But we will be also back for All Signs Love. But it's going to be the singles edition. So my singles, that will be Friday night. Thank you, Mitzi, for your donation. We are now one away from unlocking the collective bonus. Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for you. Brick wall, defense mechanism, guarded, hard to reach. Obsession, physical attraction, sex appeal. Eye candy. You know, I feel like this is for a Sagittarius who actually got blocked by an individual who love bombed the hell out of them. But there's something that was so surfaced. I mean, it could have just been a lustful connection. But this person here tends to not to get too deep, because when it gets too deep, they're out. They're more into the idea of having somebody, like a body, but there's just something about how this person here comes off. Very playful. Let's see how you are in their heart space. Remember, no reversals on initial story flag. How are you showing up here in the heart space here? Wow. The thing is this person's very prideful. Could be dealing with a Leo. And they actually get hurt pretty darn easily because of their ego. So they're all talk. This person's a softie. Cowardly lion is what I just heard. Right? They take the easy way out. Their mind here, well, is on connection, on choices, but they're not necessarily making a move yet. They're considering it. They're considering reaching out for some of you. But I also feel like they are not distracted right now by another. Not distracted by another. You know, this person here may have pursued somebody else, Sagittarius. And now that that's over, now they are considering coming back. Reversals are now up. Ooh, didn't go too great. It didn't go too great for that individual. They are definitely playing a little victim to the scenario. Unintuitive comparison. The thing is, the lust may have lasted, the good time may have lasted, but when it came down to it being more than just sex with this other person that they ran towards, there was nothing there. And so this individual is looking at the connection the two of you had, where there was something genuinely there. It wasn't all they may have been surfaced, but you were authentic with this individual. Yeah. This person went after eye candy. They went after easy. They thought that it was a better choice. Now they're looking at it and going, it was pretty dull. It was pretty boring. It wasn't what I anticipated it to be. Let's see what the block is. Is it an internal one or is it an external one? The thing is that you had to believe this individual. You did. Thanks, Gemini. We've reached our goal. All of this tea, all of this gossip, you couldn't hear it from this individual. You had to hear it through other people. That's the part that sucks. Some of you found out through online. But externally, the expectations, I think, have been raised on Sagittarius's end. And internally, this individual is looking at all these cups, is like, how do I go back to that? How do I apologize to that? Yeah, I mean, they're burdened, but they have all of that baggage, all the things that they were trying to be surfaced on, which has become heavier and heavier and heavier. And now to go through that is difficult. They also know that the longer they wait, the harder this is going to be. Because you're having a glow up. You are having a glow up of some sort. You know your worth. You may be getting some attention here. This is you. But your back is towards them. And your eye is towards the sun, which is joy, vitality. It's really like a rebirth. It's Phoenix energy here for Sagittarius. Most likely outcome of this individual. You know, this is one of those stories where I feel Sagittarius, the outcome is that this individual messed up so badly, they can't really find a way back in. But they're also the individual here who caused it by a block, by going somewhere else. Okay, so they know they can't rebuild this. But when the Tower to me is reversed, it is still shocking. But it also might be something behind the scenes where you'll never truly, absolutely know how this person feels other than through the cards. You know, because this is a person here is like, has no access anymore. Advice for you, Sagittarius. You have a boundary now, too. I think for a lot of you, this block that they gave you was for you going, I'm not going to be a fool to this either. I have to turn my back. Some of you have your own expectations, your own block up now. Some of you went back and blocked them, you know, but the truth is this is heartbreaking. It is. There's still heartbreak energy here with that 3 of Swords. Sorry, my camera was a little slow, but this still shattered you, but it also didn't break you to the part where you aren't seeing a future for yourself. But this individual is now seeing that what they had and the choices that they made are not allowing them to get it back. Okay. So now they have to go process the grief. So it is being mirrored back to them, but you are in the present energy here of having your heart expand again. All right. This heartbreak wasn't for nothing. It taught you boundaries in a really big way. All right, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. And we're going to move on to Capricorn. Capricorn is up next. So we made our goal. Thank you again for Gemini, Mitzi, and Debbie. They were our main sponsors here for this evening. And you guys have now the unlocked collective bonus. That's exciting. That's exciting. We'll get to the bonus train later down the road because we still got some time here with the readings. Capricorn will be up next. Your mom is watching? Mary, that's funny. Hello, Meredith's mom. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. You're up next. Capricorn, let's see the true intentions of this individual, but let's see what's going on here with this connection and this person. Here we go. SOS, distress, act with urgency, assistance needed. Somebody's being left unread. Sneaky link, hidden lover, low-key situation, side piece. Why do I feel like this person did a hard exit, ghosted you, left you unread, and went towards something else, but acted as though that they were just like, I feel this distress is like, hey, what's going on? Like they said they had something to take care of, but it almost feels this energy here that Capricorn got ghosted. This person here hasn't necessarily told you everything that's going on. Let's see how you are in their heart space. No reversals here on initial story play. Judgment. Ooh. Well, in their heart, they feel that you place judgment on them. So in order to come towards you, they have to give answers. So there's some consequences here that this person here knows they got to deal with. Their mind. Hey, gun guy. Oh boy. You know, they go back and forth with this. I think that they go back and forth with this. It doesn't necessarily mean, I mean, I do feel like this was a situationship for sure. I don't feel like this was a flourished relationship where it was, you know, labeled as growing somewhere. This is something here where a person here was kind of going in and out between you and another, or just singlehood. But their mind right now is kind of like, oh, I'm not sure what I want. Not sure what I want to get. But I also know, like, if I come to Capricorn, ooh, I'm going to get some consequences. I'm going to get some judgment. Current emotional focus when it comes to you and their actions now, and if there's any blockages. Well, they haven't forgotten about you. But I also feel like this individual takes their sweet ass time. 4, 5, 6. So this is an individual here who is a breadcrumber. Give you a little bit and enough to go, okay, Capricorn's okay with me, and now I'm chill, I'm good. Now I can put my attention to other places. But right now, emotionally, they're kind of like a sitting duck and just kind of like not doing much. No. It's what's interesting is this person has there's a codependency to this individual. This is not an individual here who likes to be alone. They don't. But I also feel like, you see how broken down, broken up, broken home? I feel like this person here is consistently searching for company, but when the company gets serious, then they switch to another individual. So they are very much an individual here who just doesn't like to be alone, likes companionship, but at the same time doesn't want to take anything too serious. But I also feel like this person's life's kind of messy right now. They may have some financial issues here, Capricorn. Yeah. Their intentions here is to communicate with you, but it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do it. They're just trying to figure out how to come back. They definitely want to open up communication here with you. But the thing is, this person's fighting change. They have to make some massive, they're very fickle. They don't like a lot of change. So if you ask this individual here to clean up their act or to develop something and they had to change their lifestyle, this is a person here who's like, I don't necessarily like they would have to, maybe they're messy. I don't know. They would have to like have a lifestyle change to be with this Capricorn. And Capricorn's pretty detail oriented and organized. You know, you have your compartments and things like that, but there's just something here where they're kind of a mess. Yeah. And they realize that they can't magically change overnight either, and it's not going to work. Like they wish, their wish grant here is like they may say something to you like I'm willing to change, but again, Capricorn, it's just saying it. You know, they may promise that to you. They may future trip it to you, but then not necessarily change the internal part of it. I feel like this person here magically hopes either you will just accept them for who they are without putting a label to it. Yeah. This person's so like, there's a lot of fears, there's a lot of insecurities about showcasing who they truly are, but the weirdest part is that you know who this person is. But you may see this person's potential more than this part of it, which is the truth. Capricorn may also feel like I'm not fixing another person. Advice for you. The Chariot. Some of you have a big move going on, okay? Could be a relocation. Some of you it could be a promotion. Some of you it could be another connection. I do not see you waiting around for this person here to level up. I see a lot of you, you know, see this as a connection here. Look, no. There's that 4 of coins. Rapunzel, lay down your hair. It's like make the effort. I think for a lot of you, you were looking down at this individual like, hey, come up to my level if you want to come and get me. But I'm not going to go down. I'm not going to come down and open the door for you. Like, show me. And so I think you just got tired of waiting around for this individual. And so this is for Capricorn here who's like, screw this. I'll just have my own life, do what I got to do. You know, you're holding your ground, you're holding your worth, but you're not necessarily holding on to an individual that you're looking down to anymore. It's like, I gotta look ahead. I gotta see what else is out there because you're missing a whole part of the horizon. So that's where I feel like a lot of you are just moving on or moving towards something else. All right. That's what I got here for you, Capricorn. If this resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to get to Aquarius next. We have Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. And then we'll have the unlocked bonus. Well, hello, Donna. Nice to meet you. Aquarius is yeah, Mary, get back onto Twitch. We're trying to get a goal on Twitch. We need people to be on Twitch a little so we can get that goal. Star misses commercials over there. Star's like, we're never reaching that goal. I don't like commercials. We got one. We just need 3 more. We need 3 more lives to have an average of like, I don't know, 4 or 5 viewers at the same time, whatever that average means. I was shocked we got 1. I was like, wow, that's cool. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Here we go. New boo, new love, learning each other, flirtations. Swept up, head over heels, falling in love, intense emotions. All right, let's see how for some of you, some of you, I don't think this is a new boo. I feel like somebody here found a new boo. Either it's you or them. All right, let's see how you are in the heart space here. Oh, Leo energy. Oh. This person's got an ego. They're holding back. They're holding back. Why are they holding back? In their mind? Why? You have a new lover. Aquarius has a new lover. And if you're going, no, I don't have anybody, this individual here in their mind right now, the reason that you're not in their life is because there's a new person in the picture. Oh, and they're worried about it. They're worried about it. I do believe this person here is watching you online. Okay, some of you, it's the whatever you're posting. Could be some assumptions this person is making. But this person here thinks that you got somebody else in the picture. Let's see their current emotional state, their actions, and their blockages here. Reversals are now up. Could be dealing with a Leo or a Gemini. Oh my goodness. I think this person's shocked. I don't think this person thought you would ever get over them. Aquarius, I don't think they thought you would ever get over them. This is a person here that you could have had they may have walked away from you. Okay. You could have been married to this individual, had a long-term commitment with this person. If you weren't married, it was just like it was long-term. Okay. This could have been a really spiritual shit show when it came to it, different belief systems. Like there was a lot of awareness here, but this person here may have cut you off a little ruthlessly. There's a massive divide here. Opposites attract. There was toxicity that came into this place. It's like the two of you almost were toxic together. You both kind of got ugly with one another, with belief systems that were very different. My God, this person here, as far as they ran, gosh, this person here is like also in this energy. What have I done? They're exhausted, but they also see that you have blocked them now. You're not looking towards this connection anymore. They're now wondering what's going on in your life, who this new person is, or if there is a new person. What's the true intentions or words of this individual here? Oof. They wish they could take back the words. They can't stop reliving that argument. If this person here was arrogant and they really truly couldn't understand what you were trying to say, well, now they get it. But they're also very irritable because they thought that they would have more time or that you would be more open to either come back or change. They anticipated you to change to more towards what they wanted and their expectations versus you asking them to change for your expectations. And you're like, okay, fine, I accept it for what it is. But if there isn't a new person in your life now, Aquarius, I feel like there's going to be one shortly. I do. Yeah. And this could just be you knowing your worth. But I feel like a whole new beginning is expanding for you. You're having a glow up of some sort. Some of you may be relocating, doing some traveling. We have Empress energy here. Could be with a Taurus and Libra now. But I feel like what some of you may be expecting, I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of joy coming for you, Aquarius. But when it comes to another individual, their true intentions are bitterness. They have some resentment. They don't like to see that you're so happy that you've moved on. They still kind of live in the old narrative, the old stories here. They ruminate on the old fight. They're very confused that you're not an option anymore. I don't think that they anticipated that. But man, did this person have look at that grandiose temptations. This person had really ridiculous expectations, like cherry on top. I feel like that's what you had to do to get this person here to do anything with you. Like pretty please with a cherry on top. Like you had to make ridiculous promises to compromise with this individual, which I feel was exhausting for you. I also feel like there's alcohol here. So this person here may be one of those individuals that talks more truth when they are influenced with liquid courage. This is the part here that may have gotten them trouble to begin with, making you feel like you're an option, adding confusion. This person tried to make you jealous. Advice for you: enjoy the new beginning. Yeah. You have heavily a Taurus coming in here. Could be Virgo or Capricorn too. This person is very nurturing, caring, very sincere. I do feel like the two of you, I don't know. It feels like this, when you put an air sign with a pentacle sign, it's almost like it feels like very grounded and stable. And this person here is like, I got you. Very supportive. I mean, you got good things coming your way. If you're not in a connection now, I feel like you are going to be in a very deep, sincere relationship. This is not going to be a relationship here that is going to make you question what you got going on. Okay. You got a very loyal individual here that's going to be by your side. And the two of you are going to have those deep conversations, something where you could never really have with this individual. All right. That's what I got here for you, Aquarius. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to move on to Pisces. It seems like he can stay there. Well, there's definitely a lot of arrogance in the energy of the person I was pulling in. I don't think they anticipate Aquarius moving on. It's almost like they want to be the ones that move on first, but this person's not moving on from anything. They're just bitter. I don't really feel like there's anybody with them. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, here we go, Pisces. Wine and dine, courtship, consistently dating, romance, and passion. Okay. Detective, snooping, digging for dirt, accusations. So do you feel like someone's cheating on you? Because it feels like this Pisces here is like, are they being honest? Where's this person's heart right now when it comes to Pisces here? Six of Swords. Well, this person here is focused on moving forward, not necessarily moving away from you. I think emotionally they feel like it's a little bit unnerving. They have to be vulnerable, but they're doing it. It's tough for them. So I feel this energy of like I don't know. I feel like Pisces, if this is someone here that has a hard time opening up with you, this could be a newer connection. But there's consistency here. But something here is like, maybe you're wondering how this person feels. Like, where do you think this is going? But this is for Pisces, like their heart spaces. They emotionally feel like sometimes it can get tough to be vulnerable, but they want to continue to move forward. They like where things are going. Their mind. I mean, they like where things are going with you. I mean, geez, Louise, the Two of Cups. This may be a slow burner. It feels a little bit like a slow burner, but you two have a lot in common. You get along together. You have a good time with one another. They may not like throw out all of their feelings, but it's the connection. So you two may have a little bit of a different love language. I think this person's love language is consistency with maybe gift giving or quality time. You may be an individual here who's more onto like physical touch and, connect, but there's connection here. There's touch here, but it could also be with vulnerability, affirmations. I don't know. Your love language feels a little bit different, but there's connection here. There's deep emotions here with this individual, Pisces. Current emotional here, Nine of Wands. So there's just one area. There's just one area they haven't fully pushed through with an action. And we're going to see what that is. So it doesn't actually have to do with you. It has to do with a past relationship where this individual thought everything was going smoothly and had the rug pull under their feet. And so this is an individual who may get triggered and have cold feet. They want to see the intention of this relationship moving, but they're also afraid that something is going to be taken away, like you're going to reject them or you're going to change your mind. So they don't want to get too comfortable or too deep, because the deeper that they go, they almost kind of see it as a weakness. Internal or external, like it's the block, okay? So this is not a person here who just jumps into a relationship, is a love bomber. They want to get to know you, but emotionally, they've been through a lot. And so they just want to have a slower pace. Now, have they told that to you? They've told that to you through their actions with not opening up, but they're not really expressing it verbally. And so that's where the disconnect can come in. You're intuitively, you may be feeling this and you're like trying to like pick up all the pieces in between. Let's see what their true intentions are with you and their words, because everything like that. Yeah, they're not dating anybody else. There's nobody else in the picture other than they have some issues about a past situation where they were comfortable, thought everything was okay, and it wasn't. So they're not going to assume everything's okay here. They feel the attention that you want emotionally something more, but they just want to do something in a slower pace. They're not in a rush. This is not a person. It could feel even kind of Pisces. It could feel a little bit boring, especially if you're looking for like the love, flirtatious kind of energy. This is an individual here who cares a lot, but they show it in consistency of being there. Yeah. This is also an energy here where there may be some karmic ties in this relationship, where there may be a misalignment here of consequences here. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that this person is a bad individual. They may just not be ready to fully emotionally open up yet, but like it how the pace it's going. So if there's something where you're anticipating, there might be communication needed if you haven't opened up yet. Because this detectiveness makes me feel like this Pisces may be trying to figure things out. Yeah, the Hierophant's like, where is this? Why is this person not staying the night, or labeling this? Or there's just something here of like different belief systems. Maybe this person here never really considered marriage again, but yet at the same time they're a person who's been domesticated in some sense. So I do feel like commitment is here or coming, but also that this individual, like the likely outcome here is that this person is realizing that they need to express themselves so that you don't turn your back or walk away. So they are contemplating that. I think the thing here is in the actions that you take. So if you pulled your energy back, this person knows it. They're realizing it. Advice for you. I just be honest. I just feel like a heart to heart here. Yeah. This is the Rapunzel, like what actions are they taking to meet me there? But the Four of Pentacles is holding on, holding and bunching and looking down, saying, hey, you're going to make a move. But you are allowed to get out of the tower. You don't have to stay in that. So don't hold on anticipating on someone's actions when their actions may not be a perception here of why they're holding back. I don't think this person has expressed. I think you should ask, just simply ask. But that's going to be up to you to do that, because I feel like you're watching this person. But the hesitation here is that this person here is afraid to be hurt again, and they want to just make this a very slow pace. Now, some of you aren't ready for that. You're like, nope, too slow for me, and I get it. All right, that's what I got here for you, Pisces. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we have Aries up next. Oh, you guys got quiet. Where'd everybody go? We still have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and we have the unlocked bonus to go. Aries, Sun, Moon, rising in Venus. What is going on with you and this person? And then we'll check out their true intentions here. Honeymooning, love on the brain, talking often, feeling all the feels. Okay. Light bulb moment, sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightfulness, awareness. I almost feel like you have, Aries, you had a honeymoon stage with this individual, but did something here stop it, like reality sit in? Let's see where their heart space is, because this actually feels like this person here has some insight of what was truly going on, but it almost feels like you're playing house with someone. Yeah. 6 of Cups. Interesting. Some of you feel like there's such a deep bond with this individual. It's like, I feel like I've known this person all my life, or we've had multiple lifetimes with one another. In the heart space, this person here sees you as a soulmate, someone here that they have a deep soul affection for, whether you're with them or not. What's on their mind here? So there is distance between the two of you. There is. So they are watching you. You are heavily on this person's mind, but look at this. See, you changed. There's transformation in here. It almost feels to me, Aries, that you would have done anything for this person. Some of you married this individual. Others of you, it was just very, very deeply committed. But this person here couldn't keep up with that. There's some awareness here. All right, let's see what their current emotions are. Current focus and emotional reversals are now up. They will be affected. They're watching you. You found out some kind of truth. There's something that they found out about you. But I want to say it's something here that you found out about them. It was enough of a force for you to say, oh, hell no. Emotionally, they feel cut off by you. Yeah. Gosh, don't you have children with this individual? Others of you, this nest egg, whatever it is, got cut. Some of you got cheated on. Oh, boy. Do they feel guilty? Yeah. They know they made a mess. There's no doubt here, Aries, this person here know that they made a mess, but they also see that you are healing from loss, that you're moving on. Some of you may already be in another connection. That could be the inaction here. But some of you have children with one another, and so that's what is keeping you bonded or connected. True intentions versus words. You know, there's something about, you can't fix this person. You can't. But this is an individual here with emotional introspection is telling me that this person here is realizing that they may have faked it or faked something where they weren't really truly being themselves. And so there's massive awareness here that you were brought into their life to show them unconditional love. And they just didn't feel a lot of love for themselves to really appreciate how unconditional it was. So this person has a lot of emotional insecurities, could be dealing with depression, could be trying to numb themselves. We're still seeing the Six of Cups here, so I still see it, but it's more in a lower vibrational match versus a higher vibrational. It could have been a very codependent connection. But there's a lot of disappointments. See, this person doesn't know their own worth. They may be pouring into things and giving things away that like they don't even, because they think it's going to be filled back. You know, there's a lot of over romanticizing, fantasy, playing house. They may have been playing house with you, but this tells me that this person here wasn't really truly happy in this connection, but they're not really happy with oneself right now. And so spiritually, this person here knows that they can't keep blaming others. Most likely outcome here, the Ten of Coins. Some of you, it's just the kids. The outcome here is the legacy of the children. You know, you always will be somewhat part of one another's life because of the kids. Others of you, the outcome is that you are going towards more of a deeper connection. You may be in that now. That feels more stable. Could be a blended family of some sort. Some of you, it could just be your family, like your friends. There's just something here where you have the support, this person doesn't. And so they're watching you transform, they're watching you change. They thought that they would always kind of be part of this, but at the same time, they didn't really respect that either. Advice for you. Ooh, 2 wands. See, you have your options open. Some of you, there's a relocation going on here for you. Others of you, I feel like you're doing really well financially. Like you got some really good ideas, or maybe you're moving on up. Maybe you got a promotion of some sort. But I also feel like there's love here. I just don't think it's with this person. You can still love a person, but move on, Yeah. I think there's a heavy boundary that you put with this individual. This is a clean cut. I think that you've set your boundary, set your way. Spirit is reminding you to just remain authentic and truthful and to look forward towards your next options. All right? That's what I got for you. You got new opportunities coming your way. All right, Aries, if that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget there's always more messages on the other side. And we got Taurus coming up next. Taurus is up. Now he says he's blocked everywhere. Oh boy. Access denied. Just remember, you blocked for you. Some people think blocking is childish, and I say, no, you block for you because you want to trust yourself. You don't want to go back to that pit show. It's your closure. It's not always about punishing another. It's going, no, I move on. Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Taurus is up. Guys, we will have an unlocked bonus as well, so don't go anywhere. We still have Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, and an unlocked bonus, so we don't know if your sign's going to come back up or come back. Or come back. All right, Taurus, my bulls. What's going on with you and this individual? Oh my gosh, we got a lot of individuals numbing. Lipstick evidence, infidelity, caught, cheating, betrayal. Ooh. So you caught this person. They betrayed you. They lied to you. It was all over their face. They weren't really good at hiding it. Maybe they couldn't hide it because they let their addiction come up ahead. Do you know when people get sloppy? Because they just get like, it's kind of like a serial killer. They just get sloppy. There's something here that this person here has done over and over and over and over again. All right, no reversals. How are you being held in their heart space? Rest in peace, Taurus. There's something, it's interesting. They know, absolutely know that they were the one that broke your heart. They also know that version they'll probably never see again, because I feel like I'm talking to a Taurus who's moved on. There's a new version of you. They don't know the new version of you, but in their heart space is, I broke Taurus's heart. And I'm the one who caused the separation. In their mind, ooh, 5 of Wands. They're conflicted. They're conflicted with their heart and their mind. And I want to say they're conflicted with their heart space and their ego. This person here is conflicted from taking responsibilities because it's too much for them to realize how badly they hurt an individual. So no matter how they're trying to spin this in their head, their mind is challenging them and saying, yeah, well, they had it coming, or they didn't see it, or I told them. They just didn't want to listen. You might have had rose-colored glasses on at the time. They were pretty. It's like it was written all over this individual, but it may have taken you a while to see it because you love this person. I feel like, Taurus, you love this individual. Not looking your energy, but I feel like you did. Because if you're showing up as that in their heart space, there's just something, the beauty about how you just were crushed. Current emotional focus, reversals are now up. Well, now they're feeling the loss. This person might be going through some financial loss too. Okay. If they're in another relationship, that relationship is falling to pieces. It is. This person is exhausted. They don't have the endurance. They don't have the drive. They feel a little bit cursed. And I think it comes with this heart space here. This person has not really fully accepted how badly they caused the pain with actions. Oh, 2 cards came out together. The 4 swords here came out again. And the 2 pentacles. So the internal thing here, look. So this person here made you an option. And honestly thought that they could get away with it on both sides. But you exited out. And so this person here went towards the other. It was like, okay, well, I have a backup. And that backup is not working out. They were living a double life, Taurus. They weren't emotionally thinking about this. They were just going for the appeal, what actually made them feel good. Some of you, they were heavily under the influence or whatever it was, whether it was just lust, whether it was drugs or alcohol, whatever it is, this person's influence here was escapism. And it's like kind of escaping into the responsibilities. And when responsibilities came up, this person was not responsible because they don't want to take accountability. So right now, this individual is in confrontation because the relationship they went towards is asking for them to be responsible too. And they don't have any backup plan. And so now they're kind of forced to look at this. Yeah. What they messed up, what they had. Some of you could have had a beautiful family together. You know? But emotionally, they let it go. They did. I also feel right now the most outcome for you is that you have an unstoppable force. I feel like this is for Taurus who's saying, I'm not going back to that. I think you've moved on. I don't think it was easy, but I think that this person here is seeing that you've moved on. You have a completely different version. This is the heart space that they know that they left, but the new version is not an individual here who's afraid to use a sword. Advice for you, Taurus. This taught you a huge lesson when it comes to who you choose as a partner. You may be an individual here who comes off as very picky, but it's because you know what you want, and you also know the kind of relationships you accepted. And so there are choices here where you don't get easily flattered into. Yeah. You don't want to be in the energy of someone here making you an option. You don't want to be used again in that sense. And so you are looking for connection that is deep and understanding, but you have the conversations and the communications of this. Because if you feel that the two of you cannot compromise, because it's a choice, a partnership can't compromise to be there for one another, then what's the point? Then you're okay with moving on. So you're in the midst of kind of feeling out relationships, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's not coming in. You have choices coming up here for yourself. All right. That's what I got here for you, Taurus. If this resonated, go ahead and hit a like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to move on to our gems. Where was I 20 years ago for all Tauruses? There, but those lessons are what built you, you know? Gemini is up, and then we have Cancer and an unlocked bonus. All right, gems. Gemini. Sun, Moon, rising, and Venus. What's going on for our gems in this connection? Red flagged. Warning signs. Take heed. Risky situation. Spilling the beans. Revealing secrets. Cats out of the bag. Untrustworthy. Oh boy. Confession time is coming up. Heart space. Ooh. All right. So this person, okay, this is their heart space is watching. All right. So their heart space right now is in this energy of learning a really big lesson. Okay. And it's forcing them to grow up, whether they like it or not. Okay. Their heart here is in kind of spying mode. It's like, ooh, what am I feeling into? But this person here is not usually one here who identifies their emotions. So their heart space is like, what is this? What am I feeling right now? And going, oh, that's what that is. Oh, that's what that is. Their mind, when it comes to you, look at all this page level. Oh, shit. They were serious. So this person is currently soul searching and diving in to their emotions, which is, I don't know how I feel about Gemini, but also what Gemini offered me was more than I could give. I don't think, I mean, that's the Ace of Pentacles right here with that archway. I don't think this person here was ready for this connection. Let's see where the current emotional focus is. Reversals are now up, and their actions or blockages here. Yeah, 4 of Cups. So there's something with this individual. They're kind of like, I don't want to say they're boring. I feel like this person over romanticizes what love is, and they don't realize what they actually have could be something that is way more promising and stable, but they look for all of the glorified bells and whistles thinking that's what love is. And emotionally, whatever you poured into this individual, it just totally missed. And they're just seeing all of the emotion and pouring you, and they're like, I'm just not feeling it. It's not as glorious. I don't have the eggshell feelings, or my heart is like pitter pattering. I'm not sure, but they're not realizing those are the red flags. Usually those are the ones where it's like, you don't want that. Yeah. I think this is how I feel you were with this individual, taking your sweet time, loving them. And they're like, what the hell do I do with this? Some of you, this is a long distance relationship. So that also could add to the tension to this, is because, emotionally it seems easy and safe when you're at a distance. But when you get together and connect, it's like this person's stiff as a board. Like, they know you have really deep desires for them, love for them, but they freeze up. They're just like, The blockage here, oh boy, are they a runner? Get me the hell out of here. It's like they don't have the confidence that you do when it comes to what the potential of this relationship is. And they're scared to death because there are big emotions here, but they don't know how to identify it. I'm not saying this person doesn't have emotions. They do. They have big emotions. They just don't know how to identify it. It's like they're evaluating it in this level. Like, what is this? But they're also seeing a change in you. So for some of you, maybe you pulled your energy back, or you said, hey, I'm going to give you some time to figure out what you want. But this person here, look at this, revealing secrets, cats out of the bag, untrustworthy. I think the fear here is like, I don't want to come off as untrustworthy, but if I don't say something, I won't move. And it's interesting. It almost looks like a butterfly here too. So there's a transformation happening with this individual. Is it happening at the pace that you anticipate? True intentions versus words. Their true intentions here is they know they have to level up. They know that if in order for this to work, they got to bring their emotions to the table too. But you're angry. You may have some build up resentment with this individual. You may see this person as a time waster. You're not really attracted to an individual here who's going to be stiff as a board or be fearful of actually making a move. This is for Gemini's like, I need you to make a big move if you want this coming, because all I'm seeing are red flags. And I'm like losing trust in you because you're not making those actions for the connection that you keep saying that, well, we have, but you're just kind of looking at it. You're not taking it. Most likely outcome to this individual. Will they step up? I mean, they're worried. They're very much in their head. There's a lot of insecurities. It's easier sometimes not to say anything. They're afraid to face something. They know what these actions are doing. And at the same time, there's fear of the repercussions of what you're going to say. Advice when it comes for you, Gemini. You see this? That's a solid offer. Spirit says, remember what you deserve. Look at where this person's at. Huge difference, right? You deserve an offer that is solid. Look at that. Broken mirror. All right. 5 of coins. It's not an equal give and take in this connection. Some of you, like this person has some inner child wounds. But others of you, the lesson here is you got to let a person grow up. Okay. You're not here to pamper them or say, hey, you know, it's just, there's this energy of protecting. But the insecurities here is that, you know, you gotta protect your own inner child. You deserve a big offer. And there's some loss here, a victim mentality here of another who may not necessarily step up anytime soon. The choice is going to be yours, though. Sending you so much love. That's what I got here for you, Gemini. We're going to move on to Cancer next. You're welcome, Divine Empress. Thanks for stopping by. Stick around. We have an unlocked bonus coming up right after Cancer. Right after Cancer. Bonus is coming up, guys. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. This is the time. This is the time to make sure you put your love into the channel. Make sure you guys are hitting like on the video. It does help the video get seen. But also put into the comments here, whether you're live or on the replay. Bonus, put in your signs. What signs do you want to see roll out this evening? The more placements you have within the roles, that reading may be for you. But also if you intuitively feel guided to listen, then just listen. Trust your intuition first, as always. I'm always going to tell you that. The signs are just energy. Cancer is up. Cancer. See what's going on here between you and this person. True intentions here. Love bombing. Overly attentive. Showered with affection. For personal gain. Every rose has its thorn. I just heard. Oh, frenemy. Fake friends. Two-face. Hidden intentions. This person gets jelly. You have a jealous person in your life. When it comes to the heart space, remember no reversals on initial story plays because these anchor into the reversals. When it comes to the heart, ooh, yeah. 3 of coins. Okay, when it comes to the heart space, you know, gosh, you two are so different. But this person here wished upon for you at one point. They did. But you, like, when you magically came in here to collaborate, I'm sure they didn't know what the hell to do with it. Could have started off with just a deep friendship, something innocent in that sense. Maybe you weren't looking for love. But their heart space here is, I'm deeply connected to this individual. They're part of my soul family. They feel familiarity with you. So you definitely have had a soul contract with this individual beyond this lifetime. But it could be karmic. Where their mind is. Oh, gosh. You know, 2 cards came out. I'm going to take them together here. We have the 10 of Swords here with the Page of Pentacles. Gosh, this hurts. This hurts. This person was jealous. Jealous of the attention that you received, but at the same time, utilize other people to get mixed into it, whether it was family or friends on their side. But I also feel that this person wanted to make you jealous. And in the long run, it just kind of turns you off. This is definitely a person who was looking for an opportunity to find a backup plan. Their mind here was to not also see you have a new start. It's really tough energy. Current emotional focus here when it comes to you. Oof. You know your worth. Now, let me tell you something. You also may have a blamer. You have an emotionally how they feel is you care more about surface. Now, I'm not saying this is who you are. This is emotionally how they feel. You care more about the surface thing. You may be all about money. You may be very business oriented. You may be an individual here who is a parent, but they see you as someone here who's clingy, attached, maybe that's what pushed this individual away. I think this person here pushed your buttons. I feel like this person here made you have certain reactions and did things and confess things that were actually their own doing. I don't think that you actually did that stuff to this individual. I think this person did that to you. Their action or inaction here, yeah, they're blaming you. I had no choice. I had to do that. They left me no option. They're just bitter. They're just resentful. They were mean to me. This person internalizes stuff, flips the story around, took senseless risk to what? To just make you jealous, to rattle your feathers, which actually turned you off. And ultimately betrayed the whole connection. So it's this really this person. And then there's just something here about making it up. It's almost like this person here caused the storm, caused the fire, and then we'll put it out with, no, baby, I love you. And it's like, that's where the love bombing came in. I'm so sorry. I'll never do that again. Or, you just push my buttons. Was tough because the internal blockage here is the grief. This is a situation where this person has a lot of their own insecurities, and where hurting another individual is to showcase the pain. They want someone to feel the same pain as them. And so this is a person here who is kind of being forced to look at this grief differently, but are they really doing anything about it? I don't think it's anything to say, hey, I don't think they're going to be taking actions to say, please forgive me. I think it's just this individual is realizing that they are grieving the loss of you regardless. Even though they may blame you, they're grieving. True intentions, the words here, oh yeah, they're grieving, but they see you as someone here who's cold, heartless, moved on, honest, blunt. If you have children with this individual and you're kind of have to deal with them, you're just very cutting, you keep it short, detached. You're a completely different person. It's transactional. It's just this person's do they not have a heart? but it's just you've detached. See, you moved on. You're a completely different version. Yeah. That comfortable nest egg that you used to provide or used to do things for them. No, there's no setting the table here. There's no like making sure the sheets are all nice and tight. It's like, no, you made a mess out of this. You can have that mess. I'm out. If you can't see what I had to offer or to give, I'm out. God. Well, they are watching you have a glow up. You are out of it. You're working on your happiness. You're working on your vitality. Some of you have moved on another relationship. Others of you just have your own glow about it. You know, I also feel like this person tried to restrain you in so many senses. You know, if there's mutual people in here, it was like people mocking you, bringing you down, playing in between. Like this person has minions. Not that you need to worry about that. Advice for you. You got a new start. Okay. Some of you are very creative and talented, and you are about to be seen or recognized in a big way. So if you are an artist or an influencer here, go for it now. Now. Oh my gosh, you got the world. You got some beautiful things coming your way. Okay. Full circle. This lesson has been learned. And I also feel that you've created closure by yourself, not necessarily due to this person creating closure with them. It's like you close the circle out. We have Taurus, Scorpio here, Aquarius, and Leo energy, but I feel like it's come full circle, but it's also allowed you to light the way. Some of you are way showers, you know, but others of you got a new relationship coming your way. All right. This individual is going to just watch you fly, you know. They don't realize you can't really take down a phoenix. Not really. All right. That's what I got here for you, Cancer. If that resonated, go ahead and hit like, comment below. Don't forget, there's always more messages on the other side. And we're going to get to that unlock bonus. We certainly are. We're going to roll the dice here. Did you guys put your signs in? You never know. We got one more reading, and we always go a little bit deeper with the collective bonus because it is a sponsored reading. You're welcome, Divine. Guys, let's put some hearts into the comments here to thank not only our sponsors, but our moderators here who are on Twitch and on YouTube, because I am on multiple platforms, and Facebook, but I don't have moderators on Facebook. Facebooks are just kind of like for the people creeping in. I do want to remind you guys, I already put the schedule out for this week. So I will be back here live again on Wednesday evening. I think I said 5:30 for what's unfolding for you. This is going to be a collective story. It's going to be faded dice, just kind of like this unlocked bonus. So it's not going to be a long night, maybe like 20, 30 minutes. And then I'll be back here on Friday again for another edition here of Love Readings. It's going to be for all signs single. So if you're single, we're going to see your next love connection. And we leave that open because some people, I know we don't always want our exes back, but some people do have the ability here to change and fresh and show up as new love. So sometimes that does happen with those single readings. So we just never know. It's a mixed bag. So that should be fun. That will be at 6 p.m. Central Time. And then, of course, on Sunday, we'll be back here for the All Signs week ahead. So make sure you guys set your notifications. Mark them up now. That's why I put my schedule out for you so you know. So you know. You ready? Great. Let's do it. I had to finish shuffling the cards. All right, let's roll them. We're going to roll it a couple of times. Star and Debbie are going to keep me in check here on YouTube and on Twitch. Here we go. Aries is up. We also have Libra in the house. Who else do we have? Cancer is back up. Sagittarius is in the house. 2 more rolls. Virgo is here. And Capricorn. Those are the signs that we have received. If you have any of those placements in your chart or you're cross-watching for it, this reading may be for you. But as always, if you just want to listen, trust your intuition first. We have Aries, Libra, Cancer, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Capricorn energy. So if you have any of those placements, this reading may connect to you. Yeah, it's a great roll. There's no dupes. Yeah. Yeah. Star and Debbie don't screw around. They have this down pat. Star gets the advantage because there's no commercials or not as much delay. But the backups, I need the backups too on YouTube because there's been times where we've missed it. Hey, Tam. All right, let's see what's going on here. Remember, we always go a little bit deeper on the last one. What's going on in this connection? Chemistry, intense passion. Things are heating up. All right. Graduation day. Leveling up, lessons learned, acquired wisdom. Okay, so this was one of those very passionate, deep connections, but I also feel like something had to be learned in this connection before you two could actually really come together. So I do feel like this almost feels like a reconciliation energy, but let's see. Where is their heart space here when it comes to you? Yeah, they miss you. I felt it. I do. This person is very stuck in the past. It may not necessarily have, you know, because I mean, they're stuck on a 3 of Cups, so they're stuck in the good old days, the good connections when the two of you were like this on fire. That's where their heart remembers. But they're missing the bigger opportunity here. They're missing the bigger opportunity of emotional, that Ace of Cups kind of energy here, the unconditional part. Their mind, when it comes to you, I told you it's focused on the 3 of Cups. It's focusing on the friendship, the happiness, how you were so connected. And the 4 and the 3 comes to the 7 of Cups. So there's confusion here. Maybe this person here was trying to keep their options open. And maybe this individual wasn't really ready to admit how much they felt. Reversals are now up. Yeah, I think that this person, see, when the responsibilities come to them, because it's a teamwork effort when it came to the passion, they did mishandle it. They did. It's like they stopped. Whether it is all of a sudden they just stopped communicating, they stopped putting effort into it. It's like, okay, I did the work. We're having a good time, but now I'm going to stop the effort in it. The problem is there could have been an area where this person was entertaining. euphoric choices here with the Lovers. Could be dealing with a Gemini. So their actions here was they were looking for the fire, the passion. But at the same time, when the responsibilities came with that fire and that passion, they were like, well, can't we just stay in the honeymoon phase? Can't we just? So there, it's like influenced here to feel this connection. The internal or external block. Yeah. The fears here of commitment. The fears here of leveling up. The fears here of maturity. This person acted upon lust and surface areas and considered it okay, you know, but it wasn't. They couldn't wear that mask anymore. They couldn't wear that mask anymore. They have to face their own insecurities here with the Seven of Swords here. They're deceiving themselves. And that self-deceit here really is making it see that you were seeing the vulnerability of what this person was. You were truly showing the light of this person. You were very vulnerable. You were very honest. You just put in your trust. Could be talking to an Aquarius here, but I feel like they just didn't see the opportunity or how to handle this opportunity at all. And so it was it scared them. It did. And so this is when this person started to wear that mask. This is the thing where they started to be two-faced. It got two directions, dividing themselves between you and another, or you and singlehood. Let's see what this person's next moves are, if any. Well, there is a split here. This is the level up part. Okay. Do you see this? The two roads are now going to one. This person here is gaining the willpower to pick a direction. Overthinking the choices. All right. Like, should I reach out? Should I try to correct this? Or do I take this as a lesson and never treat a person like that again? You may have been the lesson to make this person here. I know it's going to be hard to hear, but to actually treat people better. Because this person has realized you can't do that to people, not to relationships that you care about. Yeah. Missed opportunity, exhausted endurance. They can't keep running away from this. They may have lost the opportunity here with you, but that was the opportunity here where they can never get back. But I do feel like when it comes to their heart space here, they think about how deep this connection was, how incredibly vulnerable you were to them. But man, did they just not see it at that time? Advice for you, collective, if you resonate with this reading, advice always comes to you. This was hard. It's a huge, huge separation. But I mentioned this card before. Okay, there's that grief going in with that Ace of Sword here, rest in peace, separation. The separation here was needed. A new version of you was ready to be born. This relationship had shaped you to have better boundaries, right? with the Four of Swords here and this Ace of Swords, there may have been some unfinished business, a harsh ending, a harsh fight where nobody was really nice with one another, but you walking away was showcasing boundaries with being honest and truthful. And sometimes we just have to create that closure for oneself. And so this is what Spirit is reminding you, is that this taught you better boundaries, but also realizing you don't necessarily need to explain to an individual your moves, your or overreaction, or how you feel, or over explaining. Sometimes you just have to walk away in silence, and silence is the tone that this person here is hearing right now. That's what I got. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed these readings. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. And thanks again for my moderators. There will be more messages tomorrow on the membership area. You guys take care. Have a good evening. And I'll see you back here live on Wednesday.